Hello friends, welcome to another Hunt Royale video. Before we get into the topic of the day, let me tell you about our community, and we are recruiting for our Hunt Royale clan. We have a good and active clan, but we need your help to become even better. We have a few open spots, so make sure to join our Discord, discord.gg/DroopRoyale. Find the how to join channel and make a little application. If you have any questions, contact one of our leaders. They will be glad to help you. We have active leadership. We go for the clan chest every time, but with you there we might even have better results. We do dungeon runs. We have a lot of resources, guides, tips and tricks to help our community members, and of course you can enjoy our great company. So make sure to join that Discord and join us now. Now let's get into those dungeon runs. Okay my friends, so this guide mainly for beginners. You seasoned dungeoneers probably already know all the ins and outs. Also a big shout out to Big Mama on Discord. She also made a guide on what's it called, Google Documents, with a lot of information in it. Some things I found there, other things I just learned along the way. So, but a big shout out to her. You can find her guide in the description down below. So let's get going with our first tip. You have to follow the correct path if you're playing with your mate. So I hope a lot of people see this, and when you're gonna play with randoms, they know this is the path you need to follow. And of course with friends or clan members you can communicate, so that's easier. So make sure to follow that path, and also keep in mind that if you're not killing mobs on your side, your friend is gonna get in trouble because his mobs will not respawn. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's talk about hunter setup. So, I've been seeing a lot of screenshots floating around with people showing the best order of hunters to use. Take that with a grain of salt and use it as a reference for all means, but it's not the right way to go, because maybe you and your mate don't have the same hunters available, you don't have all the perks you need. It all depends on that. Your hunter level, having the hunters available, and having the perks to go with them. So keep that in mind. What is important is try having your hunters, especially your good ones, at least level 8, but of course preferably level 10, so you can have 3 perks. And what hunters are good and what hunters are not. So make sure to check Big Mama's guide, because she has a nice little theory on that. But like the best hunters, let's say, are Huntalisk, Gentleman, Ancient One, Phantom, Ninja, and I also really like Spider Queen and Engineer. Those are like your tier A hunters, and then we have other ones like Grey Wolf, Sniper, Hammerdin, maybe X-Master, Vlad. I like Imp Master. Those you can use on less difficult levels, and you know, use them in between, but use the other ones on the later levels, the more hard levels. So that's pretty important to remember. Also, a thing to keep in mind, we have a new hero available, the Ripper, and he can basically make you invincible, so that's also pretty sweet. You can use it 2 times. You can use him, your mate can use him, and he is really nice to combine with Engineer. You can put your Engineer right on top of the dragon and all his fire, it just doesn't matter. The Ripper will keep you alive, and your Engineer can do maximum damage, so that's really nice. Keep that tip in mind. Okay, our next tip: goals. Just like life, you need goals to run dungeons. Well, not that dramatic, but if you have some goals set up, things will go a lot smoother. So if you just want to farm trophies real quick, you can do 3 level runs. So basically, for the first level, you pick your strongest hero. For the second and third level, you make sure both your friend and you have Huntalisk and Mad Doctor as a setup. So the first one, the second level, you just play Huntalisk, and your mate plays Mad Doctor, and for the third level you switch it around. After the third level, in the beginning of the fourth, you just cut down the game, you reset it, and you go over again. That's like 3 to 5 minute runs for 45 trophies or more, so that's pretty good. Another option is doing level 10 runs. So for level 10 runs, you know, we do that a lot because we have a couple of people with a Kraken set, so they do a lot of damage. We just try and team up and we do level 10 runs. We try and keep Mad Doctor for levels 7 and 10, or if you're a little bit weaker, you might consider keeping Mad Doctor for level 4. And also don't forget about the combination with the Ripper. Now it's available. That's also a pretty strong combination where you can put your mate with Engineer, for example, right under the Dragon. So that's the tip. Make sure you have your goal set and go for that goal. That will make your life a lot easier. Another good thing is what to expect where, and more specifically on what level. So be prepared for the levels that are coming, so you can kind of organize yourself and know what hero to use where, because some heroes are better for certain stages. So have a look at these two charts. You can also find them in Big Mama's guide, so make sure to you know, pay attention to that, because it's pretty nice to know what's coming and you can be prepared. Okay, our last section, gear and shards, but very important to move forward in the dungeons and to progress. We have 2 types of gear and 3 rarities. We have common, rare and epic. We need epic to have the set bonus for each gear, so your items need to be epic at the very minimum. Dragon gear will give you the Efreet effect. That's basically you will get a fire stack. At 10 stacks it will explode and do your damage. This works well with some multi-hitters like Gentleman, Engineer, etc. But we have the Kraken gear, that's what we all want, of course. Those will summon a tentacle for each of your attacks, but also put your current hunter's effect on those tentacles. So let's say you're playing with Huntalisk, it will add a poison stack for each attack the tentacle does, which is pretty insane. So the shards aren't dropping that well. The drop rate isn't very high, but do keep in mind when you farm for quite some time on higher difficulties, the drop rate will increase, so that's pretty cool. And especially don't forget your free shards in the buying shard shop. You can get them every day, so don't forget about those. Then we also have the point of upgrading your gear. Is it worth it? Well, yes, it kinda is. Let's say you have Dragon dungeon gear. It will cost you 150 shards to get it to level 3, but if you sell it you will get back 145, so you're only losing 5 gems. I said shards, I meant gems. So 5 gems is not that big of a deal, so you get most of them back. So it's kind of worth it. You will lose a little bit, but you know, with upgrading your gear you will do a lot more damage and you will be able to progress further. So keep that in mind. That's basically it. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it helped, and I hope to see you very soon on the battlefield.